Hello and welcome here to Talk SCB, and welcome to my second podcast of the day. I felt that I needed to make it up to you guys since I've been away for quite a few days now. So basically all this is about Luis Suarez, and that is the talk of everyone at the moment, isn't it? We've seen him in friendlies for Uruguay over this international break, and seeing him playing again, seeing him scoring goals, it just makes us want to get him out on the pitch, and certainly we want to see him against Real Madrid. So the question that I'm asking you up front, no complications, make it simple. Should Luis Suarez, or would you start Luis Suarez in El Clasico at the Bernabeu a week on Saturday? That's the question I'm asking you guys. Would you start him? If you would, please explain why you would start him, and if you wouldn't, also explain why. I'm going to go through my opinion. It's quite a complex thing. There's a few sides to this story. There's positives and negatives for starting him and leaving him on the bench. First thing I would say is Luis Enrique is probably the most unpredictable manager in La Liga. If you can predict his lineup, you can predict the weather, you can predict the lottery numbers, you are some kind of mind reader, because Luis Enrique this season has shocked us a number of times with his team selections, with his substitutions as well, and Luis Suarez may or may not be involved at the Bernabeu. Nobody can say for certain whether he'll start or whether he'll be on the bench. Looking on it from a sporting perspective, you would probably say that having missed a number of matches the start of the season, he's been out of football now for a number of months. Last time he played properly was at the World Cup, in a professional competitive match. So you would say that looking at all that together, he would be on the bench. But at the same time, you've got Pedro in the lineup, or Munir, or Sandro, who aren't exactly going to really threaten Real Madrid as much as somebody like Luis Suarez. Now, there's a lot of people saying he's half fit. We even saw Marca and other papers saying that he'd put on weight, which is absolute rubbish. Luis Suarez is as fit as he's ever been in terms of his physical condition. In terms of his match fitness, it's still, not really sure where he's at. Against Saudi Arabia in the first Uruguay friendly, he looked quite laboured. He looked a little bit lethargic on the ball. He didn't look match fit. But then he played 80 minutes against Oman yesterday, and he really did look lively. He's running all out of this, he was closing down, and that's something they can really give us if he starts against Real Madrid, because with our team, defence starts from the front, and with Luis Suarez in our team, he'll be pressing, he'll be harrying, and he'll really be helping us in terms of defending from the front line and pressuring Real Madrid into mistakes. Now, he may start, and if he does start, what he'll give us is the element of surprise, because looking at Carlo Ancelotti and thinking about our starting lineup, you wouldn't believe that Luis Suarez would actually start this game. El Clasico is arguably the biggest match in world football, and to come into it after being played no football is quite a feat, but Luis Suarez can do it, because it only takes one moment. I was saying the other day on Twitter, remember in the group stages of the World Cup, Luis Suarez missed the first game through injury, and then the second game was a very, very pivotal game. It was against England, and if Uruguay beat England, they were very, very much in with a chance of reaching the knockout stages. And they didn't know if Luis Suarez was going to play. Now, Luis Suarez had just about recovered from his operation in an injury. Now, they said Luis Suarez is half fit. They said he won't trouble England, he'll be laboured, he won't quite be able to get up to sharpness. Luis Suarez single-handedly knocked England out of the World Cup. He scored 2 brilliant goals. He wasn't match fit, he wasn't running round all match, but in the moment that it mattered, and in the moment where he could change a game, he did it. And he has that killer instinct, he's got the finishing, he's got the brilliant, brilliant football brain, and in terms of a game this size, it only takes one moment, it only takes one lapse in concentration from the Madrid defence. Suarez is in, and when he's in front of goal, he doesn't usually miss. So, while he may not be fully fit, while he may not be up to match sharpness, that doesn't mean to say that Luis Suarez cannot offer something massive to us. Because if I said to you, who do you want in front of goal with a one-on-one chance? A half-fit Luis Suarez or Pedro? I know exactly where my money would be on, and it wouldn't be Pedro. So make your own mind up with that one. But as I say, there's disadvantages and advantages. Of course, the advantage with starting somebody like Pedro or Munir is they can really put a shift in for 90 minutes. And the other advantage is sort of, if it's 1-1, 60 minutes gone, who better to bring off the bench than the Golden Boot winner, Luis Suarez? So if you don't start him, he's going to have an impact from the bench. And I think both sides of the coin, if you start him, he'll have an impact. If you bring him on, he'll have an impact. So it's a win-win situation for Luis Enrique, and I'm absolutely sure that Luis Suarez will have some impact one way or another in this game. And it's going to be a huge game, one of the biggest Clásicos of the century, I would say, with the big money signings, with the position in the league for Real Real Madrid. Of course, they really need to come out and win here, and we're going to be doing everything we can to try and stop them. Lionel Messi and Neymar in explosive form. It's going to really be an incredible match. I'll be having lots more build-up to Real Madrid-Barcelona coming up in the next few weeks. It's going to be an outstanding game, and I really can't wait for it. But remember, guys, I want you in the comments below telling me whether you, yes, would start Luis Suarez or whether you, no, would bring him on as a substitute. And don't forget to explain why you're choosing your choice. So thanks for watching, guys. Please leave this video a like. Don't forget to leave your comments below. And I'll see you very soon. Visca al Barça! 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 Barça!